Good evening. At this time, I'd like to welcome faculty, parents, family members, and students who have earned their academic letters. My name is Chad Benedict. I'm the principal here at Mahomet-Seymour High School. We're here today to honor students' academic achievements from last school year. This is our 26th year in which we will honor students for earning their academic letters. As you may know, finding a night where there is nothing taking place at MSHS is very challenging. We may have students joining us throughout the evening as they finish their respective activities. Our students and staff get support in many areas. The Mahomet-Seymour Schools Foundation continues to provide support for the entire district. The foundation provides scholarship opportunities for students, partners with the district to provide staff with equipment needs, and continues to fund grant opportunities for staff throughout the district. The amount of support they provide the students and staff is enormous, and I thank them for that support. Here to speak with us tonight about the Mahomet-Seymour Schools Foundation is Mr. Lance Raver.
Good evening. Like Mr. Benedict said, my name is Lance Raver. I am the co-executive director of the Mahomet-Seymour Schools Foundation along with Lori Larson. First, I just want to congratulate all the students here. It's a big night and our first year that we haven't had a student attending here, and it's kind of an interesting feeling. But as far as the foundation goes, our mission is very simple. We raise money every year and turn around and give it away to the school district in a variety of capacities to help basically further academic excellence. We do large projects like helping with the renovation of the field house. We paid for the greenhouse out back by the football field. We made large donations towards the playground at Middletown. And then we also do smaller things like sponsor the academic letters this evening. If you've been to the State Farm Center and seen the large video boards at graduation, we sponsor that. We also do classroom grants for teachers. Any teachers in attendance, we're going to be accepting those applications here soon, so keep that in mind. But we do that to help fund classroom needs that are individual for either an individual classroom or maybe a grade level. So we do a variety of things like that every year to help support the district. We do that through two ways that we raise money. One is through an annual campaign, and that'll take place here in about another month, where we just ask people to consider making a donation to the foundation. Any amount, large or small, is helpful. We are a recognized nonprofit, so that is tax deductible if that is of interest to anyone. The other way we raise money is through the Bulldog Bash each year, which probably a lot of you have attended. I believe this year it's April 4th, and that'll be an evening where we have a meal, we have live entertainment, we have a silent auction, we have a live auction, and it's just a good time where people can get together, enjoy time with their friends, family, and help raise money for the district. So that's what we do. I won't take up any more of your time, but if people have an interest in helping with the foundation or supporting us, we just ask you to consider that, and we would definitely appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you again, Mr. Raver and the foundation, for your continued support of all the schools in the district. Without your support, we'd not be able to continue providing the outstanding opportunities we do for our students district-wide. Tonight, I'm pleased to welcome our guest speaker, Ms. Catherine Johnson Monfort. Growing up with a strong family foundation, including parents Gary Johnson and Renee Monfort and sister Meredith Johnson Monfort, Kate graduated from Mahomet-Seymour High School in 2015. She was an active member of student council, concert band, and marching band. I asked her to pick her favorite class, and Kate said it was hard to choose one, but she chose AP US History as her favorite class. After high school, Kate attended the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, where she majored in English literature and minored in Spanish, earning a Bachelor of Arts. Her college years were marked by volunteer work with Illini Fighting Hunger, and the Keynote Center for Performing Arts. She also served on the exec board for the campus book club and studied abroad in Galloway, Ireland, enriching her education and worldview. Following Kate's undergraduate studies, she pursued a law degree at William & Mary Law School in Williamsburg, Virginia. While there, she gained hands-on legal experience through a judicial externship with an Illinois Supreme Court justice and an in-house legal internship with Nonprofits General Counsel Office in Washington, D.C. After law school, Kate served as a judicial clerk for a judge in Fairfax, Virginia. Today, Kate works as an attorney for a prominent Illinois-based law firm at their Champaign office. Her practice covers a mix of employment law, litigation, transactional work trusts and estates, health law, and corporate matters. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure and pride that I introduce such a prestigious alumni of MSHS. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Catherine Johnson Monfort.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Maybe? Okay. Hello, everyone. I was very surprised when Mr. Benedict reached out and asked me to speak tonight. I thought, no way, just a few years ago I was attending this ceremony as a student. Then I realized that's kind of the point. I have sat where you are sitting, literally, probably those same chairs. And although a few things have changed since then, including the loss of the hen house, most things have stayed the same. CDR is still CDR, the marching band still rocks, and I'm assuming the PE uniforms are still orange and blue, hopefully. Mr. Benedict gave a wonderful introduction just a few moments ago. What he was kind enough not to share was that during high school, and honestly still now, I was extremely introverted, shy, and a huge nerd. I was periodically part of the math club, all sorts of things. So with that caveat, here is the perspective of an MSHS student a few years down the road. First, obviously, we're here at an academic awards ceremony, so congratulations, well done. You're here because you have skills. Maybe you're natural, maybe you've had to work really hard, maybe both, but you're here because you're good. At some point, in a few years, you might find that you're no longer the best. You're no longer top of the class. Here's the secret. It's okay. You don't have to be great. You don't even have to be good. All you have to do is trust yourself and follow your instincts. Trust what your teachers here at Mahomet have helped to instill in you. And I'm not talking about facts or equations necessarily. I'm talking about caring, about learning, respect, discipline, the way you treat people around you. Mahomet has given you the foundation. It will be up to you in a few years to build the house, your future, on top of that foundation. Don't build the house that you feel pressured to build. Don't build the house that you think you should build. Build the house that's right for you. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be great. The house that's right for you. And while you do that, keep an open mind. Some of you may have a dream job already, a dream school, and you're headed that way. If so, great, chase it. But maybe you're like me. When I went to school here, all I knew was that I loved to read. I had no idea what that meant. My mom was a lawyer, and if you asked me when I sat in those chairs what I wanted to do, I would have said, I have no idea, but I know I don't want to be a lawyer. And here I am, a lawyer, and I love it. So keep an open mind. If you feel yourself drawn towards something, check it out. Could be beginner's painter class at community college. Maybe you join a bird watching club. Whatever it is, check it out. I won't tell you how many times I changed my major in college, but I will say I started out in biological engineering and ended up with an English literature degree, so that tells you a lot. Don't be afraid to change your mind. Try new things, and fail at new things. Finally, I mentioned Mahomet as your foundation. I mean that in every sense of the word. As Mr. Benedict said, I studied abroad, I've traveled a lot, I lived in Virginia for many years. I loved it there. I still do. But there's nothing quite like coming back to Mahomet, back to your foundations. And I'm talking about relationships. People in this room, students sitting next to you, family, friends, coaches. You may not know it yet, but they're all part of you. I was very lucky in that my time here at Mahomet gave me an amazing group of people that I'm very lucky to still call friends to this day. It was mainly marching band that we bonded over. We're spread out now all across the world, and we have to keep in touch with a monthly newsletter, if you can believe that. But our friendships, our foundation was all built here. So no matter how long you have left, take the time to care about the relationships you have here, because they really can last a lifetime. I know that sounds cheesy, but I mean it. So for what it's worth, my advice is trust yourself, trust your foundation, and keep an open mind. Congratulations again. If you ever have any questions or doubts about law school, feel free to call me. Thank you, good luck, and go Bulldogs.
Thank you, Kate, for sharing your message. We're just very grateful that you took time out of your busy schedule to spend time with us tonight. At this time, I would like to introduce Assistant Principal, Mrs. Marissa Berner.
I feel honored to be standing here tonight presenting the students sitting before us. You all have faced challenges, you've overcome events out of your control, and you've persevered to earn your letters and your pins. I hope tonight presents an opportunity for you all to reflect on your commitment and hard work as we recognize and congratulate you for your efforts and successes. The path to tonight looks different for each of you, and we know that you encountered some incredible educators along the way, pushing you to limits you never knew existed, supporting and motivating you every single day, and impacting you beyond measure. For this ceremony tonight, the senior letter winners were given the opportunity to nominate educators from their journey that had a lasting impact on their path. From influencing our students to pursue a certain career, to making them just feel valued and heard, and to simply just building confidence in our students, our nomination stories were absolutely incredible. At this time, it is a privilege to recognize these wonderful educators with us tonight. As I call your name, will each educator please stand to be recognized, and please hold your applause until the end. Mr. Brian Lonergan, Mr. Michael Stevens, Mr. Philip Meyer, Miss Katie Brown, Mr. Tyler Blanchett, Dr. Angela Masters, Mr. Jimmy Lanphier, Mr. Ben Harriet, Mr. Andy Seo, Mrs. Valerie Prescott, Mrs. Tracy Beecher, Mrs. Rhonda Ericke, Mrs. Kelly Adkins, Mrs. Kristen Deere, Mrs. Ellen Erickson, Dr. Keith Pogue, Mrs. Carrie Calcagno, Mr. Jeremy Davis, and Mr. Brian Schwarzentraub. Please join me in a round of applause for these wonderful educators. We thank you for being an educator and making an impact each and every day. Now, at this time, I would also like to inform you of the prestigious criteria for earning your academic letter. It is very challenging, and these students should be very proud of what they have accomplished. The criteria are as follows. Students must be enrolled in a minimum of 5 academic courses each semester. Freshmen and sophomores must maintain a 3.6 GPA for their entire academic school year. Juniors and seniors must maintain a 3.8 GPA for their entire academic school year. Students must not receive a D or an F for the entire academic school year. I now want to introduce the division heads who will be announcing the letter winners for this evening. Mr. Eric Andrecki, Division Head for Career and Technical Education. Mrs. Rhonda Erickey, Division Head for Special Education. They will be introducing the sophomore letter winners. Dr. Keith Pogue, Division Head for Social Studies and World Languages. Mrs. Jamie Colbert, Division Head for English and Library. They will be introducing the junior letter winners. Mr. Michael Stevens, Division Head for Fine Arts, Physical Education and Health, and Mr. Dan Ryan, Division Head for Art, Mathematics, and Science. They will introduce our senior letter winners. Mr. Tim Leibarger, the Division Head for Support Services, was not able to attend tonight, but he wishes he could be here and he sends his congratulations. So students, at this time, when the division head who is calling your class approaches the podium, in a brief moment, we would like the first row of your class to stand together, exit your row to the left, and make your way up to the staging area. Mr. Bailey will be there to help guide you. For the following rows, when the last few people enter the staging area, your row may all stand and also approach. I will now turn it over, please hold your applause until the end. I will now turn it over to Mr. Andrecki with the sophomore letter winners.
Good evening. I have the pleasure of reading the sophomore letter winners. To begin with, Journey Alexander, Caroline Allen, Nora Allen, Bree Allison, Jonathan Allman, Jonathan Andros, Rachel Andros, Naya Bailey, William Bayo, Coy Benway, Marin Bernotas, keep going. All right. Braden Besh, Evelyn Bethard, Abby Blue, Nick Brower. There we go. Cash Bryan, Landon Bush, Silas Campion, Lily Carlson, Vincente Carrasco Fonte, Kelly Chappell, Alexandria Shaquem, Yoon Sung Cho, Lillian Semino, Violet Klendeman, June Coleman, Grace Covey, Olivia Cox, Andrew Crawford, Cameron Crow, Dylan Deckerson, Addison Dunkelmeyer, Abigail Eden, Yazun Ajukulub, J.C. Fancher, Courtney Fonte, Laura Fox, Noah Gandolfi, Ty Gorley, Alyssa Gray, Kaylee Guth, Micaiah Gutierrez, Ella Hale, Maya Hanson, Zoe Harlan, Connor Harper, Sydney Harper, Brody Helmuth, Brecklin Hess, Samson High, Aubrey Howittle, Ryan Horges, Aniston Huff, Liam Jessup, Lillian Jones, Olivia Kamer, Stefan Kellner, Ethan Kempfer, Tate Kimball, Piper Lambert, Brianna Lewis, Nathan Lewis, Emerson Mahana, Ari Maupaka, Hannah Martin, Rory McDonald, Alba McFarland, Annika McLaughlin, Aubrey Mentis, Ryan Mengarelli, Arden Miller, Carolyn Mills, Taylor Mills, Jenna Mullen, Aaliyah Nelson, Benjamin Ohms, Paxton O'Malley, Sophie Park, Blake Patrick, Christina Peng, Audrey Penn, Isabel Perez, Madeline Perkins, Tristan Fennessy, Juliana Pike, Emily Ramirez, Allison Raboyo, Charles Richards, Juliana Risser, keep going, Mackenzie Rogers, Alexander Sahi, Victoria Shell, Emma Scott, Harper Sinton, Casey Shahabi, Grayson Scott Koski, Elijah Sinclair, Pierce Slocum, Alana Smith, Megan Smith, Amalia Snodgrass, Cassia Sperry, Payson Steers, Casey Sternhagen, Avery Strack, Dylan Thomas, Brooke Thurman, Selma Tilton, Brooklyn Torres, Calvin Tracy, Cora Ummel, Jack Van Horn, Sophia Reese Vega, Garrett Wasath, Zoe Wallace, Sarah Wong, Ava Watkins, Aubrey Watson, Liam Windingland, Annabeth York, Caitlin Young. That concludes the sophomore letter winners. Thank you.
Congratulations to our junior letter winners, Janan Abdo, Catherine Atterbury, Levi Avery, Titus Avery, Aaron Beachy, Grace Bednar, Audra Bell, Isaiah Benson, Adela Bird, Olivia Blackman, Isabel Bone, Autumn Booth, Fidel Cadenas, Henry Carpenter, Addison Koval, Hannah Creel, Keaton Dobb, Jackson Davis, Olivia DeWitt, Allison Dilder, Chase Stockham, Landon Dowers, Brooklyn Dyer, Emerson Flores, Augustus Gadeo, Ava Gilbert, Courtney Gowler, Hadley Grodelution, Brooke Hartman, Mackenzie Haskett, Jayla Hawkins, Alexandra Heinbaugh, Alyssa Heinbaugh, Arthur Hoffbauer, Kaylee Holt, Riley Hornbuckle, Haley Houchin, Elaine Howard, Colin Jackson, Emmett Kearns, Matthew Kirby, Chloe Kerner, Aman Kohli, Osto Lee, Isabel Leitz, Tucker Loven, Lily Markley, Madeline Marks, Sarah McCormick, Allison McGregor, Corbin McMinn, Henry McMurray, Alexis McNichol, Geneva Meerdink, John Mayer, Olivia Miner, Cameron Nelson, Ryan Nowak, Talon O'Daniel, Keegan Pagel, Hamza Routher, Haley Reed, Addison Reigart, Olivia Robinson, Benjamin Sanderson, Adriana Sarno Buchanan, Benjamin Schultz, Jeremiah Sinclair, Preston Shriver, Jack Stell, Cheyenne Stevens, Anna Stryker, Braden Shimkoviak, Cole Thrasher, Alexandria Teifel, Ella Walk, Reagan Walsh, Elias Welch, Paisley Welch, Kirsten Williamson, Chloe Yang, Ava Yakel, Madison Young, and Mallory Young. Thank you.
I am pleased to announce our senior award winners that they would approach. Mariam Abdu, Eliza Agate, Isaac Allen, William Anderson, Savannah Bailey, Ella Barker, Grace Binkley, Benjamin Bolton, Laney Boughton, Hunter Buchanan, Chloe Bundren, Caleb Bushu, Gwendolyn Cambron, Selah Campion, Sydney Carlton, Lyndon Carlson, Isaac Carr, Rio Casillas, Seth Christensen, Tyler Clark, Stephen Coyle, Valentina Covarrubias Zuniga, Abigail Crane, Emmeline Culp, Sean Dady Dreher, Morgan Davis, Reese Didier, Isabel DeFanis, Adam DeBrucke, Ian DeBrucke, Lucas Dyer, Gavin Fan, Emma Frazier, Isaac Fulfer, Kelsey Foose, McKenna Garsha, Lindsay Gowler, Maya Gutierrez, Savannah Hartzler, Evan Hochter, Travis Hoffman, Lucas Holloman, Caleb Casper, Lars Kellner, Elena Kinney, David Konachek, Addison Legacy, Todd Lawton, Hayden Lidikin, Maddie Logsden, Owen Mahana, Macy McDonough, Cassie McKinney, Declan McLaughlin, Annika McNaught, Julia McPherson, Charlotte Mercer, Mary R. Mullen, Grant Munns, Ava Murphy, Lucas Nikeza, Avery Olson, Mason Orton, Caroline Parrott, Leora Penn, Dawson Peratt, Amber Purry, Travis Quick, Ethan Ramirez, Lucas Raquel, Aaron Rath, Elena Relioso, Lauren Ribby, Brandon Rohde, Alexander Rodabal, Kylan Ross, Austin Sabin, Eden Sanborn, Jacob Shadell, Lauren Schrock, Ashley Schoaf, William Slazak, Ainsley Smith, Poppy Smith, Sean Starks, Abigail Strake, Daniel Traficante, Mason Turngren, Jordan Ebelair, Haley Vallow, Brock Vandeveer, Cecilia Vermillion, Henry Wagner, Morgan Wayseth, Michael Watkins, Lai Wei, Gavin Wisnaski, Miles Woolsey, and Katie Wozniak, your senior award winners.
We'd like to take a moment to recognize a very talented group of students that scored in the top 1% nationally on the SAT exam. The SAT exam is a standardized test the state of Illinois requires of all our juniors. This list is based on the results of the SAT test that was given here at Mahomet-Seymour High School in April of 2024. Students, when I read your name, could you please stand and remain standing until the last name is read? Please hold your applause until the last student has been announced. Miriam Abdo, Ben Bolton, Katie Wozniak, and a special note on this last student who was not only in the top 1%, but who became only the second student in the SAT era to score in the 100th national percentile, Emmeline Culp. Congratulations. I want to thank many of our staff who are recognized tonight, but none of this would be possible without the hard work of our teachers and support staff, everybody that puts everything into it. And I think the thing that makes things special about the Mahomet-Seymour education is a true K through 12 experience. So that's not just the teachers here at the high school, it's everybody that pours in to your students. So let's give our staff K through 12 a round of applause. This concludes our academic awards ceremony this evening. Before we dismiss, I'd like again to thank our Mahomet-Seymour Schools Foundation and Ms. Catherine Johnson Monfort, the families, and for coming out tonight to support us, and just how you guys continue support and make MSHS a great place. Our backdrop is set up in the Commons. If you'd like to grab some photos tonight, please feel free to do so. Thank you, congratulations, and have a great rest of your evening.